And one of these. Welcome back to Vestige of Ophiuchus Campaign 1, Session 73, Nat19.
The piece.
All right, Byakuya, calm down.
My kidneys. No, Byakuya would never make that emote. That's far too much emotion.
Were you not here earlier, Aaron, when we were talking about Byakuya directing Senbon Zakuro with dance moves?
That's amazing.
Of him just being like, Ichigo Kurosaki, you have soiled the honor of Soul Society. Does the wave. Take one of these. And just like fucking dabs. Senbon Zakuro flies in that way.
Oh, I shall kill you with my Bankai.
Totally,
and also interpretive
totally
dance.
serious face the entire time. Stoic expression, but just wild arm gyrations. Fucking pelvic thrusts at Ichigo. Wave of pedals. We're back, and we are no longer with the other people. We've gone back about 10 days into the past, and we are now hanging out with these boys. Heckin', the Bread, the Aaron, the Hayden, the Izzy, and also Eric's here. We are going back to the date of the 9th of August, the year 758, a second era. It is currently 1 p.m. when the group diverges and splits off from one another, with Vogan, Lexi, Quintus heading off to, and Sunder also, heading off towards the gates to meet with Elmira and the others to find out what they're going to be doing. And you guys headed off to presumably go meet up with Revon at a predetermined location, which, by the by, for the purposes of what we're talking about, would be the entrance to the underground, which Fenris you're familiar with, the same ones you went down whenever you...
Yeah.
The same open, former sewer access, effectively, that leads to many places, but one of them being to where Elma came from. However, you guys don't have to go there immediately if you don't want to. It's your guys' call what you want to do. You know that the Drow probably have a couple of days on you, and you know that you are going to need to be guided by Revon. I'm gonna change our soundtrack here to be something a bit more heckin' less upbeat, because we're not here to be happy. That's not why we play games.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those days where it takes a million years. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'll hit the change soundtrack button. It'll change in like 2 minutes. Neato. Thanks, fucking provider host. Oh, computer. But I digress. What would you guys like to do? Is there anything you'd like to take care of before you head off? Is there anything that you would like to...
left? I don't think I have anything on the docket.
We need
neither.
to snag Omar, and I personally recommend we go buy some rations or something.
You do know you're going underground? You will also need to consider water.
Speaking of which, I will pull out the 10 rations I have on me. I have very little use for these. Would you like them?
I mean, we still need to go buy more, but sure.
Yeah, why not? If no one objects, I'll take the rations that Flux was offering.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I'll snag some for Miriam, Omar, and I.
Oh, it's gonna... Okay.
There, Yvonne. Good to see you. Keeping in good health. Looking good. Oh, you look scary, if I'm being honest. But like in a good way. Wanna go kill your friends? Ex-family?
They are not my friends. And sure, if nothing else for the sake of getting revenge for them casting us out, then certainly. Are you all ready?
I can't imagine.
Ready as
what
we
that-
can be.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I believe so.
From what I understand of the last time you fought them, you are all better prepared than you are currently. Are you certain that you can? When subjected to the poisons of the upper class of my people, you may not come out so lucky as when you are immune.
We have some precautions.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
You got anything that might help? Any advice?
Do not become poisoned.
That's fair.
Good advice.
Figures.
That makes sense.
She takes the iron mask that she previously wore. She puts it on her face. It seems to just kind of adhere to it on her own as it happens. You see her hair gets dyed black as the mask's enchantment causes her appearance to change slightly.
In that case, before we head out, I should tell you exactly what we are in for. I have sent the other drow that survived the attack that we made upon your city and were then forced into servitude by the former High Lord. They have been scouting ahead and they have been watching the others, the Allesfane children. We had suspected that they would be using something called the Far Thread to return back to the other drow. I assume that none of you are familiar with what that is.
No.
I do not believe so.
The Underdark is huge. Retia is huge. So several centuries ago, the Congregation of Sinner's Cade constructed a series of pathways known as the Far Threads. They are very small strongholds that we know how to activate, that all lead to a demiplane that acts as a sort of nexus. It lets us move about the country and the continent very quickly. Using it is how we got here to begin with. And unless they want to spend several months returning home, I suspect that is where Jaith and Emerald will be going. This poses a problem, however. The Far Threads can be opened from the side of the Congregation by anyone. When we were cast out, we used them to flee and come here. However, returning back through them requires that you have the blessing of what you would understand to be our queen, Shiryanda Chath Sindris, the head of the Congregation. As I have been cast out, I will be unable to open it from this side, so if they make it there before we do, then they will get away. However, my associates have been tracking them as they've been moving, and that gives us two advantages. The first is I can tell you that they needed rest as much as all of you did. They only started properly moving about a day and a bit ago, so they don't have much of a lead on us. And also, since I have associates who are sending me back messages constantly and we know the way that they went, if we follow their path, we can make use of the progress they've made. We can follow in their footsteps, rather than have to navigate the Underdark ourselves. Which means we can move faster than them for the purposes of catching up.
Good.
That's reassuring.
Excellent.
Should be interesting.
The closest Far Thread, the one that we came through and the one that they're heading towards, is to the northwest of the city. It is in the side, or the interior, of a mountain range. It would take them roughly 4 days to reach there, as far as we can see. So we need to at least catch up to them in that time. Are you certain this is something you want to do? If you go after them, Jaith and Emerald, they are the children of one of the matrons of one of the 4 greatest noble houses in the Congregation. Harm them permanently, and you will become an enemy of the Congregation, more so than just the ire of someone like me.
It seems we make waves wherever we go. Unfortunately, they have something that's one of ours, so
They took
we
something
really have no
from us.
choice.
They took our home. So,
It does seem unavoidable.
revenge it is.
Let's not phrase it like that.
Oh no, it's revenge.
It definitely
Anyways.
is, but okay.
So, Revon, what's to stop any of your forward observers from betraying you and relaying this information to gain good favor with the Allesfane children?
Fair point. I imagine it is because once we have been cast out, it is very hard to earn favor back. It is no small thing for us to be cast out. I'm sure, as you saw, the noble house that you had originally assisted whenever my brother was hunting them down, they did very little wrong. They only brought up the idea that perhaps we had turned our back on Lolth preemptively in favor of the volcanic, mountainous being that we now worship. And for this, they were murdered and struck down by the order of Lord Shiryanda, our primary matron. It was very inconsequential ultimately, but it meant death for all of us. If any of my kind were to approach the Olisfanes and try to win favor, there is no reason to believe that after the Olisfanes get what information they want, they would not simply kill them. We are like cattle to them. We are not even a noble house, we are lesser. But ultimately, we have no particular guarantee that they would not. You will just have to trust in my trust in them.
Grim, but reassuring. Thank you.
Since we are on the topic,
As she continues to move through the underground.
whenever you helped them, the drow that you had defended against my brother, may I ask why you took that upon yourself? Why you bothered to interfere with our affairs?
So long ago, it's hard to remember, if I'm being honest. I hope that doesn't offend you.
If I
I know
recall,
that-
it was
It was in exchange for guidance, partially.
our friend had been kidnapped, and we were trying to, find him, and they had information about where he could be. It was a trade of sorts. Services for services.
I see. Not that it much matters to me. I suppose my brother didn't really mean all that much to me as much as the fact that he was my brother. Are you certain? Are you absolutely certain that you have no idea where the one who killed him is?
Raleigh? No, not a clue.
Mm-mm.
North?
We haven't
Somewhere?
spoken to him in weeks.
Assumedly. Weeks? It's been what? He left
Right
around the
before
beginning of the tournament, so about a week. If he was heading north, he'd be probably somewhere near Fort Deepwell or Harproth by now.
But it is Raleigh. He could have changed his mind and turned elsewhere.
He could have went east, hop to a port city and take a boat somewhere. But I know he's, at least the last thing we heard is that he's heading north. Granted, it also wouldn't be unlike him to say he's going north and go south.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
Did you not trust him?
No.
He
I
had a
trusted him
habit.
to be untrustworthy.
In the end, I ended up telling him he could lie to me if he wanted to, just not to let me find out.
That is generally the point of lying.
He was very bad at that part, though.
You should not trust my kind. We would tear you limb from limb.
Yeah, that's the vibe that has been got
Which is funny.
obtained.
After all, among all of you, you're the one that would fit in with us the most.
I was honestly wondering about that a little bit. The semblance between Drow and Shatterkai. I only recently found out more about my heritage. How we all coexist, I know nothing about. I grew up in Ritia, so...
My understanding of our long, buried origins is not very complete, but from what I understand, we both evolved from dark elves. However, we found our way into the arms of Lolth and went underground. And you and your kind found your way into the Shadowfell. Or, as in the case of you, found your way into places such as this. We serve Lolth, and then later we serve Cinerus. And you, from what I understand, serve the monarchy of Cahulus, the Eladrin Emperor, and a long-forgotten god of death that is no longer spoken of.
It's curious that our paths intersect now, then, as all things seem to. I do find a curiosity when you speak of this new volcanic entity that you all are turning your eyes towards. When did this all occur? We've heard about it before, but we've never really had a chance to walk and talk about it.
I am uncertain of exactly when it was that we found it, as it was before I was born. But Mistress Shiryanda, I believe to be no more than 600 and a half years old, and I know that it happened during her time. Those who would become the Congression were those who turned away from Loth. Under Cthulhu, there are other drow who serve our distant, how to describe this? A god that has pitted us against one another since, from what we understand, effectively the beginning of time. She played us against one another, and those who came before me were cast out and fled. We fled to Retia, with Shiryanda leading those who came here. And in their searching in the Underdark for a new home, Shiryanda, in her grace, found a underground volcanic, what we thought to be mountainous structure, that when she looked into it, which she speaks of as if she was called to it, drawn to it from afar, she found that the chambers within it were like veins within your body. The cavities that were within this monstrous mountainous form were like the various organs and such within a creature. She found the heart, reignited it. It did not wake it up, but the entire place came to life in a way, and Shiryanda claimed that it spoke to her, that she acquired knowledge from before history was recorded of an ancient battle, where that mountain, a primordial titanic being, Cinerus Clade, was defeated in a battle amongst gods. It became warm, its magical power leaked out, and if fed blood and life, it seemed to rise and come to life more. So Shiryanda took to worshipping it instead of the treacherous Queen of Spiders, Loth. And the Congression formed around it. We became stronger for it. And Shiryanda's goal has always been to grant it mobility and life. That is the extent of my knowledge.
As you guys move through the passageways of the Underdark, you move forward for several hours. We'll say that we put you at about 8. At this point, as you move, you become... you might find yourself questioning whether or not Revon knows where they're going. There are times when you swear you've passed through certain passageways multiple times, whereas you look around the cave systems, they look the same, and the tunnels begin to run together. You come out into large areas where you swear you passed that same flump a couple of times, but Revon assures you, you are making progress, and that the Underdark can just be disorienting.
Scott girl.
Cyrus. I won't... Alright. Here we go.
I believe in
Climbing.
you.
I'll spot you, you'll be fine.
I won't fall if Quinn has me. Okay. I'm going to use a
Sure.
favor.
Sure.
I'm going to try to climb up to the rope.
Roll me acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Athletics! Let's do that! Alright.
Oh, jeez.
Hey! Nice.
Nice.
Quinn has you.
Fenris is just like, it won't be as cool as, like, you know, fucking goodness, like, flying or whatever. Just flies up, just grabs the rope.
Rushes up, darts up the side, runs part of the way up the wall, then as soon as you lose traction, you reach up and pull yourself the rest of the way up towards it. You grab the rope. Since you got a 20, we'll say you complete the first of those 2 checks. Roll me another athletics check for going up the second 100 feet.
Thank you, Tantia. Yeah, all that
Oh my
practice.
god! Good lord!
Jesus!
I missed you, bitch! Fenris!
Kenny missed
This does not bode well! Okay.
Nope.
All right.
I guess I shimmy up that rope
You
like
do.
I've never shimmied before.
All of the hiking and heckin'
Again,
hanging out
thank you,
that
Tatia.
you've been doing is paid off for you, evidently. Yeah, you managed to get up to the top with no difficulty whatsoever with your 220s.
After, like, there's a moment of silence, and then you just see Fenris's horns peek out from the top. You've got this, Miriam! Just do what I did!
I cast levitate on myself.
Yay!
I
I
grab
figured
the
that was what
bottom
you
of
were
the
gonna
rope
do.
and levitate casually up the side of the cliff.
Wow.
You just grab and like just pull yourself up it using levitation.
Mm.
Yep. You
I
do
will
that.
fly up close beside him just to make sure.
Oh no, I'm falling, catch me.
Oh no.
Woe, it's me, I've lost hold of the rope and everything. Oh no. I'm doomed and need to be held by strong arms.
I'll kill you.
Oh, Tequin, help him.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I grab the rope and keep levitating up.
Oh boy.
You get up to the top, joining everybody else up there.
Oh.
Alright.
That was easier than I figured it was going to be.
Strangely impressive, Fenris.
Indeed. I had no idea you were such a proficient climber.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a gift, I suppose. And she'll just, like, bounce away, pep in her step.
Oh.
I know the spider scaring jerk, I had to kill it.
You know, Akin, Fenris, take an inspiration.
Yeah! I have two
For 2 nat
inspiration.
20s
Oh,
on that. It's a bit unceremonial, but go ahead.
that's
Like, I had to
obscene.
feed a village and she runs up a I'm kidding.
Oh man, that was good.
War it is then.
Mhm.
So you have chosen.
But like, just for until our next obstacle, Fenris just has like an ever so smug pep in her step.
Kinda wanna push her.
Stable
think
fighting
we're
for when we hash things out, Aviana.
I said that quietly, fuck off.
Oh, look, I fuck off.
Merrily.
Merrily, giddily.
What is that?
There are many beasts that live here, that travel within the walls, underground, and stalk the caves, digging out tunnels as they go. This does not feel like the movement of a purple worm, which would be the main concern I would have.
Oh.
Thank goodness. Ooh.
You start to feel tremors, large footstep-like miniature shiftings of a veritable coming from deep within the cave. Quiet at first, moving towards you. As it does, you feel movement in the walls as they seem to vibrate, and whatever's causing the rumbling seems to move past you, then up almost above, and then down.
It would seem there are multiple beasts. Something is coming this way. How would you all like to deal with this?
How long do you think we have?
I'm gonna have Revon roll a check. Let's say this is gonna be a survival check. Cool.
We have less than a minute before whatever it is upon us, and whatever is moving inside the walls may already know that we are here.
So you believe a fight is unavoidable then?
Depending on what sort of beast it is. It is possible that if we were to try to stay still and hide, it may pass us over. If it has not attacked us immediately, it means that it does not wish to simply savage us.
We want to try that?
Well, we know you and I are fairly stealthy, Omar, from previous experience.
It's true.
Logan,
Mm.
preemptively,
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast a cantrip on myself, Quicken, so that when I roll my initiative, I can add a d4 to it. I've never used this before, but it's a time cleric thing. I'm like, I always want to, but we never. Yeah.
Okay,
But
go ahead
I'll
and
do
cast
that.
it on yourself.
And yeah.
Should be an effect
Yeah.
for it.
Did I target myself? Is the question. No, I did not.
You did not.
My goodness. Come on, girl. Fenders may be doing nat 20s, but I'm here rolling a 2. All
Sounds like
right.
stealth is the game, so...
Alrighty.
Let's
In
give
that
it a
case,
shot.
I need stealth checks from everybody.
Here we fucking go.
Okay.
Oh, great.
All right, rogue bitch.
Whee!
Oh,
Oh!
That's thieves' tools, Hayden. Not
Oh!
oh, flux.
Oh!
Oh, Diana! The
I'm gonna
fact you
say
can
I
get
forgot
a-
to turn off my rocket boots. They're very
The
loud.
fact that you roll better than me with a 2 hurts my pride as a bard.
Oh, thank God for plus 11s.
As you guys move forward, you see the massive form of what at first you take to be a giant, and it looks like it is. A creature standing at least 30 feet tall, but it is hunched over. It looks like its back is contorted and twisted. On its face, you see it has this elongated, almost emaciated looking jaw and one massive open eye. As it moves forward, you hear Revon just softly murmur,
A Fomorian. That's not good.
Does Miriam know what a Fomorian is?
roll me nature. Hmm, 14. You've heard of them. They're giants that were effectively cut us away from their people and were evolved in ways that left them crippled. Many things say that they were cursed a long time ago. Their species is relatively deformed. It's known that the one large eye that they have is known to inflict curses upon people. As it moves forward, you all see this large boy. Standing 30 feet tall,
Bella.
coming into view. As it steps forward, it comes close to you. As it moves to you and moves into... I'm going to share a map that you guys are on, just to give you a general idea of what we're looking at. As it
Who's
steps...
my big tiger?
What?
I said, who's my big tiger? You just keep looking over here. Don't look at the big scary thing.
As you guys step forward, it looks towards the lot of you, and its eyes seem to scan the area slowly and stupidly. Avi, its eyes suddenly track over and look at you, and you see intention that gives away that it may not be able to tell what you are, but it can see you. It takes a step over towards you, passes over your ball bearings, and I'm going to have it roll against them.
Oh shit!
Yeah!
For the love of God, please.
All right.
Jeez, come on.
Dexterity save! It fails!
Nice!
Yeah.
All right.
It falls prone.
It does. As it steps forward, it lets out a and then steps towards you. As it does, it hits the ground and it rocks back and forth. It falls down on its back. As it does, you see it put up its hand. It slams the ground as it hits the ground. Slam! It yells out something, assuming none of you speak giant. You can't make out what it is, but it yells out something to the area around you. I'd like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Boy!
All right.
Oh,
Here we
beans.
go.
Come on,
Bad
Fen!
Abby.
Oof.
My god.
Don't worry, it rolled a 1.
Oh!
Ah,
I'm so happy that worked.
Yeah?
that's
Now it's time for an all-out attack.
right. The FC coming.
It grabs you as you come near. It's all coming! It's all coming! It's all coming!
Oh no!
All right,
It's
Avi.
so big, of course it's all
Make
coming.
sure to roll. Make sure to roll for jerky, please.
Okay. I'm debating if I disengage with my bonus action because I'm right up next to him, or I could hit him again. But there's also a lot of us. I got. You know what? I'm not. Pardon me.
No, just go ahead. I was just thinking to myself. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not gonna get greedy. Otherwise, I'm gonna get super crit on. I'm gonna bonus action disengage. That's me.
Alrighty.
I know better.
Where are you going?
Well, yeah, because it's gonna have to move. I move my whole 30 feet.
Disengaging doesn't have much meaning if you don't move.
You're right. I moved my whole 30 feet together, didn't I? I sure did. Cool. Fuck it. I'll just hit him again.
All right.
I was like, you know what? I forgot that I moved my whole 30 feet saying that. So, cool.
All right. Bonus action
Hi-yah!
attack. Oh my lord!
Oh my god!
Woo!
Is this gonna be the next? Is this gonna be the
Welcome
next
to
Digimon
the-
16?
God, I fucking hope so.
So much.
Welcome to the
For what it's
2020
worth.
club.
For what it's worth, remember that you have fear of slaughter if you ever want to use that, because you can do it on a critical hit.
I can.
And I have critical flourish.
Oh, Avi. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a wisdom save. Oh, fear of slaughter, hubya?
Ooh.
Yeah!
Go ahead. So, apply the effect of them.
And, yeah.
So they are frightened for 1 hour. They will continue to make checks against you. You'll have advantage on attacks against them.
Can I make my
this-
critical flourish attack?
Yes, you can.
You gross bitch!
For a rogue to have.
That'll be a lot. And I would shove him, but he's already prone. Oh. Yeah.
What in the
Dear
world?
Fuck!
That was 3 crits in a row.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Chaos crew! Yeah!
It has been exclusively you two so far.
I can't
I'm not
believe.
saying I'm not
that-
saying Chaos Crew the superiority, but
Oh.
Ooh.
oh,
How's he looking,
666
Logan?
devil no. Oh.
Jesus.
Okay, now that's me.
I can't believe Avi knows where Fomorian's livers are located.
Oh my god.
You.
I'm like
Whoa.
lightheaded with how happy I am right now.
Jesus.
Stewie, put this in the highlights. I love you. Mwah.
Avi,
Yes.
you hear a rumbling noise coming from the walls that gets louder and louder, and you can briefly hear the sound of cracking dirt getting more aggressive. You very briefly see the wall shatter, and I want to point out that I had written all this stuff before the last couple of games of Princes, cause Boule.
Oh no!
No! Anyone
See?
got erupting earth?
As you guys see a massive frog-like stony creature erupt out of the walls towards Aviana. It is going for its leap at you right now.
Oh,
I guess we're playing.
fuck. Well,
So, let's see. Avi, do you want to make a strength or dexterity save?
Dex. Dex, always.
Alright, as it comes at you, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah!
19? Okay, so you're only going to take half.
That's fine by me. Cool.
Alrighty, I can get half. As it rushes towards you, breaking out of the wall, a large chunk of it up. It comes down on you, hits you. You, as it falls, you take 12 damage, taking half of. Oh, it's a dex save. Sorry, so you would have taken none.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I have evasion, so I would
Now
take
give yourself back 12 hit points. It misses you entirely,
Okay.
crashes down to the ground underneath you. As it does, the Fomorian raises up, looks at it, and starts pointing at Aviana. Pretty enthusiastically. You see the Boule, kind of like a dog to this Fomorian, looks up towards Aviana and looks out. You see it raise up its nose and just gives a... and it looks down the hallway toward the lot of you. It is...
All right.
Let's see. That's going to be its turn, but there is now a pet Boule in Bouple.
I guess
I
we're
am
playing.
not funny, is what I just learned. Omar!
I love you.
Oh, hi. I'm getting flashbacks from another universe. Okay.
Oh no.
We go from you, we go to Flux,
Alright.
who is not hit.
Finally get to try something out. Avi, would you allow me to test something real quick?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's play.
Alright. I pull out a small dart gun and fire it into Avi's neck. I cast haste.
Hell yeah!
I love you so much.
Yeah, I hope it is helpful. Murder all the things.
Wait, Flux. Is that Spice? Spice? Spice?
I don't. Are you
Do
doing a thing?
spice?
Never mind.
Spice. I'm confused.
Oh look, Fomorian, ah!
I do not understand the reference.
So Fenris is gonna see Aviana go burr and get excited and decide not only one person should be hasted now. Fen will haste herself.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, and then
Nice,
I would
Jimbo.
like to rage. No. I'll move here and here, and I'm gonna do a good old bap, a good old bapperoony
Old Bapparoony,
on
get
the
him.
boule. Bia!
That's a hit.
Yeah! And I'm gonna be divine striking. I already
Okay.
have to turn on my weapon, but
Alright, go for it.
yeah. Bia! And that's my turn.
Alright, you rush up to it, you strike it, you hit it, part of its armor becomes cold, covered in an icy substance, but it looks like it relatively quickly recovers. Flux! You
Oi?
hear a rumbling coming from the eastern wall.
Oh boy.
Wow, this is really like Princess.
As you see the wall cave in, as another boule crashes through it and leaps towards you.
Spencer's not here, so I gotta do it for him. Bula 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 bula, rocking all around.
Let me check. Is Flash of Genius my reaction? I'm sure it is.
Oh, is he?
I'll
This is
be
not
fine,
good.
probably.
These things are scary.
Gotcha.
Okay.
God, it's so hot.
So, what I'm gonna do is, do I want to risk an opportunity attack? Heckin', sure. I'll just step back for a sec right here.
As you do, it's going to... Actually, hold on. It may not do that. Boop, 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 boop. What is your attack range? Nope. You did not leave its range.
Oh, neat. Okay. He's gonna heckin' hold up his hand with his new ring on it, and he's gonna heckin' fire all the charges at this guy.
Just all at once.
Yep.
You know what? I should have feather falled it.
Oh, that's so smart. Next time.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and roll the attack against it.
Okay. All right, Tuga. Let's see what this can do.
You put out the ring. You use
Why?
it. Doesn't hit. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Burn
That's
all-
that.
You
then.
burn all 3 charges of it. This ram-shaped entity of force blasts the Fomorian, but it brings up its great club and strikes it as it's flying towards it and shatters the wave of force before it hits him.
Okay. Cool.
Boule man.
Boule is going to get the doesn't know where Miriam went, and is going to get the most use he can out of his leap. He's going to leap into the air and over there to land here.
Oh.
Oh no! Wait, can I it on its
Yes, you
way?
can both opportunity attack it on its way by. Go ahead.
Yeah, no thanks. You stop that.
We're gonna deal opportunity attacks. We're gonna say they happen in order of initiative from now on, just to
Okay.
create a system for what resolves first.
Are you going to attack it, Miriam?
I'm trying to think of what I'm going to cast on it. Obviously, hideous laughter.
I will note,
It would not affect it. I'm sure it is very dumb.
Also, since it's already taking an action as to do this jump, the action would resolve.
I am going to. We're gonna go round 2. We're gonna hit polymorph. It's gonna turn into a cow.
Yes, please.
Now I'll
should
feel
name it
conflicted
Cashew.
hitting it.
Yeah, it's
Almond
specifically almond.
What?
Roll against it.
I might not hit it. I might
It
choose to hold my
succeeds.
reaction.
Ah, son of a bitch! This both got 4th level slots.
Alright.
You
Oh!
stupid
Wait.
high wisdom turtle.
You didn't roll
weird
against it.
monsters.
I didn't click and drag that, but can we keep the roll?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I would have loved to see a cow fly through the air, but it's just not.
Yeah.
Because it has to already have the momentum for you to get the opportunity attack, so...
Yay! Good damage!
Nice, you do 18 damage to it as it leaps. I need Jerky, Flux, and the Ballista to all make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Woo.
Oh, crap. Let's see here. Okay, I've already used my reaction, so this is just going to be as
Jerky
is.
fails.
Can we use favor for saving throws? I forget.
Yes.
I will use one.
Yeah, any d20 roll basically.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll.
No, do better.
And what is the cannon going to do?
Let's see. How do I roll for the cannon?
You just tell me which one you want and I'll roll it. It's a +0 either way. You can just literally just roll a d20. Like,
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what its stat was. I guess Dex.
alright, go ahead and roll a d20 and we'll use that.
Oh, come on, little guy. Do better than your father.
Oh!
That's much better than your father.
Okay.
A good roll.
It's going to target Flux and Jerky, and it's going to roll its full damage against them. As it comes in and crashes down on top of you guys. Let's see. It's going to do...
Bad.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Yep.
You hit
Oh,
me!
you were targeting.
Oh, yeah, I was targeting you guys. No!
I'm dead now!
No.
Sorry, go back to where you were, Miriam. Miriam,
Hey,
it was...
And Fenris.
You had 29 hit points. Go back to 29. Fenris,
I had
give
nine-
yourself back
I had
36. Omar, Flux, you're on deck.
Okay.
Fucking Mistra, I wish Boulez didn't exist.
I wish for the genocide of Blaze.
I wish they were completely extinct.
All right,
It dies
I'm gonna
on
get
top
back
of you.
here,
Oh no!
and I'm a heckin'. I'm a try to do some more stabby doos. Heckin'. Yeah.
That is a hit.
Thank you. Yeah.
You strike it for 11 damage, right, running up to it and striking into it with your rapier. Blah, words.
One more.
That one misses.
Omar, could you not? I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Alrighty.
I would like you to cease.
That hits.
All right.
On the live, please.
Because what are key points even? I'm gonna deft strike and stunning strike.
Gotcha.
It
Do the
would
damage
be a
first.
shame to waste it here.
Yeah. So yeah,
It takes 11 damage. Go ahead and use stunning.
yeah,
It fails.
yeah. Finally.
Yes!
Nice.
Don't monk shit!
Doing that don't bug shit. Did I apply? I did not. So here we go. Yeah. And
that is stunned
then
until
one
the end
more.
of your next turn, right? Or is it the start of your next turn?
Let me double
Sonic
check.
attack should be the end of the monk's next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the end of my next turn. Yep.
Cool.
So one more attack. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
And another 7 damage. As you strike it,
Okay.
its body freezes up. The only thing coming from it are some relatively pained make.GU monster noises.
It sounds like the fucking flop from that Mad Mario video.
This is fresh for you.
Yeah. Dance tastes like candy times. That's my turn.
Boule 14 is going to go, and Boule 14 is
Oh,
going
no.
to snap at Fenris.
I'm gonna use Times Guardian. Fuck off.
Okay, apply
And
to yourself.
add to my high ass AC. I
It
say no.
snaps at
Or-
you. It misses.
Did that apply to my? Hold
Yes,
on. Well, that didn't apply. Okay,
Yes, that applied to
Cool.
you. It went on you.
awesome.
And then as soon as
Perfect.
I attacked you, it took it off you. It goes for an attack. It tries to bite into you, and it fails. The Fomorian
Stop
is
that.
stunned.
Yeah.
And... Avi.
I. Angry demon bird sounds. All right, we're just gonna stabby stab. Vox Victoria, hiya. Fuck you, innate dexterity, hiya.
That's a hit.
Yay!
You get sneak attack.
I do.
Get him.
My brain just keeps going, no, you don't have it right now, even though I soups do. Preesh. Pew!
You roll.
Are we playing Nat19
A little
Logan?
bit, yeah.
Oh my god!
Well,
Woo!
good thing I have a bonus action.
You cut into it. As you do, it
Do
like
it.
its body shifts like shakily, like Diablomon in the second Digimon movie, just moves toward you, barely able to, with a pathetic, almost pleading look in its eye.
Going to just stab down into it with the blade. Yeah.
That hits.
You've got. Oh, perfect.
I'm like, I don't need it right now. All right. Fuck off.
And the Fomorian, you stab into it, the blade carves into its eye. As it's stunned, it lets out a pain. Falls, its massive body collapsing down onto the ground, shaking the cave around you. Omar, Flux, you're on deck with your 8 hit points.
Super.
Super.
Gonna get over here. I couldn't reach Flux from where I am, could I?
There's a big old rock in your way.
Yeah.
We'll say you can hit the Boule because it comes up a little bit, but it's like he's nestled, like Flux is nestled on just on the other side of like a chest-high rock.
I can't get to you, my boy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's a bad spot here.
I'm gonna try to heckin' do it some boops.
Do it. Boop it.
Get
Pass
off my
it.
robo, buddy.
Twist it.
Yeah. Wait, why am I?
Because
targeting
you're
the
still
Fomorian
targeting the
still.
Fomorian.
I will untarget him.
Runs at them, jumps in the air, throws the rapier behind him into their Fomorian
The one that went against,
raises his
the,
dukes.
the one that went against the Boule did hit.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So, yeah, and apply that to myself, and heckin', yeah.
All right, you deal 10 damage to it.
I'm gonna try to stun it.
Okay.
Heckin', yeah,
It fails.
Oh my god!
yeah.
Woo!
Heckin', be stunned, bitch. And then, heckin', bet you didn't see this coming. Pot of green, yeah, and fucking die.
You hit.
You know.
And you hit.
Yeah.
You kill it.
Yeah!
It staggers, and there's a moment of you celebrating, and then you realize that as it staggers, it falls and slumps down, still on top of Flux.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. This is still better, honestly.
That's my turn.
All right, Flux.
Yes.
It's your
So
turn.
what do I need to do to extricate myself from this horror?
I'd say that would require a strength check to push it off of you.
Cool.
Man, I can't believe.
I'm not great at that, so I'm gonna flash of genius and I guess use math to figure out how to
Construct a
strengthen
rudimentary
my
pulley system and create some leverage.
Yes. As come on. I just want to play, man.
It's at least a difficult task, I'm sorry.
Fuck it. I still have my bonus action. I'm gonna shoot its corpse off of me.
Okay.
Does it have AC once it's dead?
We'll say you would have advantage against it, since most of it's natural armor anyways, so go for it. Roll an attack.
Cool. All right.
If you hit it, we'll say it gets off of you.
Cool. All right. Which was it? 11 or? Oh yeah.
That doesn't hit it. You would have advantage though, because but you'd have disadvantage. 'cause you're
Advantage
prone.
and yeah.
Oh,
You blast it. It doesn't get off.
oh no.
All everyone else is just the corpse slump over and then just a thin beam go through the back of it.
That's my bad. I made the beam too tight. Needs a wider spread. Readjusting.
Is
Oh,
it
thank
you?
goodness.
Yeah, I guess that's me.
Oh, what a situation.
Yeah.
All right, Boule 14. Now, I can't rationalize it jumping through the Boule onto Flux, but I can rationalize it doing this.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
and sticks.
So, Miriam, Revon, and Fenris, you can all make opportunity attacks against it if you wish to.
I certainly do.
So, just going down the list, Miriam.
It's jumping up to do that.
Yep.
Thunder Wave.
Oh. All right. What a neat idea.
Oh.
Roll it against it.
Where are you, Thunder Wave? You are in my first level slots, and there you are. It's hiding. Save against this, you high con having bastard. Oh, you failed! Wow, I didn't
Man, these
I didn't
guys
expect that. You
shit,
succeed
huh?
your fucking polymorph checks, but you fail this? You deserve to fail it. No.
You hit it, it takes 12 damage, and would you like it pushes it 10 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it gets up there, Fenris. You can still make an attack against it before it's pushed.
Cool. Don't mind if
Lands
I
on
bleed
Revon
you.
Well,
instead.
actually, yes, you
Or
can, because it
over the
leaving.
two,
Okay.
just lands it
I
over.
can rationalize this happening. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
The extra
Yaw.
height.
Man!
Just like unintended distance.
I am just biffing it.
And Revon's going to go for one as well. Oh, technically Revon should have gone first. Not that it really matters. Going to attack. Revon hits, cuts into it, deals 8 damage. As it jumps, it gets hit by the Thunder Wave, and due to where it is when it jumps, because it goes straight up and over, it would be about here and 10 feet up, so when Miriam hits it...
No, don't you do it.
Oh no.
Don't you dare.
No.
I'm so sorry!
You
Why are you doing this?
hate to hear it.
You're not
Hey.
sorry.
I'm glad that I gave you some hit
I will
points,
say,
Tony.
since it's knocked through the air, it is going to lose the action of being able to do that attack. It gets hit, it gets blasted over, hits the wall, falls down, Flux. It is now weighing down the creature on top of you. Revon. Revon's gonna go ahead and go for some attacks. Revon rushes up. Short sword. Miss. Short sword again. That's a hit. Strikes at it, deals 8 damage, is then going to go for the spiritual weapon attack. The blade flies in, strikes, hits, and deals kaboom. 5 more damage, as the Boule is looking not great at this point. Omar, and then Flux, you're on deck.
Okay. Fucking take some pews. And by pews, I mean biars.
That's a hit. Make sure you're targeted, though.
Oh, yes. I can... Meh. And, why not? Death Strike. Pyaw!
You deal 13 damage.
After all, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I Death Strike again?
Oh, shit! Should have Death Struck that one, but whatever.
So, and how do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Oh, okay.
You killed both of them! Yeah!
I would like to... This thing is very heavy.
Very.
But, I would like to try to stab it into the side of its, like, jaw and, like, try to, as I, like, kind of, like, swing it so it, like, kind of moves off of Flux.
You like
as I kill it.
As its life ebbs away, it loses grip and stops resisting. You pull it off, Flux. This thing gets with a creaking sound with rocks crushing underneath. It gets pulled off of you to the side.
Can I crawl it from underneath the other one?
Flux very slowly crawls out.
I have to say, that was a new experience. I do not care to repeat it. Is this what trauma is?
Oh, no. You okay?
The trauma's what Stradivarius did to you.
Not.
Somehow this was worse. This was so much worse.
Still, you survived. Take that as a victory, I guess.
Yeah, you got
What
crushed
kind of
by...
life would it be?
Two giant rock monster things tried to take you down, but could not, for you are Flux.
I would not have survived without all of your assistance. I greatly appreciate it.
Of course. Everyone else okay?
I gotta go. I gotta go squish that cat.
Oh, yes.
Do your thing.
Okay.
I'll head over and start taking care of Jerky. Because they
Okay.
nearly got one shot by that boule.
True.
Right, that was so bad.
Fenton will plop on the rock she's standing on. And chill.
Could someone perhaps help me pry myself from between these rocks?
No,
know
I
it's
thought you were just lying down. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, here, come on.
Scramble. Oh,
so
Flux.
horrible. Like cars, like squeezing into a too tight parking space, just grinding.
Pull him out. Lieutenant Flux, you ain't got any legs.
Oh no! The bully took them.
Oh my god, you got the megabyte treatment. I'm sorry, BB.
No. Could we perhaps consider a rest of sorts? I may need time to repair.
Yeah, give me a bit.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, you guys are left in the cave after that occurs. The body of the Fomorian is left on the ground. The two belays are slumped, piled over the rocks that are on the other side. What would you like to do?
Hide in my wings and pluck off feathers that are falling out, but mostly hiding.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
see
no.
what
Should be
happens.
noted, you are deformed, not aging.
Cool. That's what I noted, but I'm just like, don't look at me.
Hey, you okay?
Turn away from you and hide my wings around my face.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
I'm fine.
I'll cure wounds the cat.
Okay.
I'm gonna third level healing word the cat.
Oh.
You did such a good job not dying. You're a good tiger.
What an
No.
absolute king.
So cute.
Stop. Stop.
Are
Where's
we
my
considering taking a like sleeping here, or do you think that we should just take a break and then continue for the day?
If we mean to stay caught up with them, I would advise we move more than this in a single day, but it is your choice.
We've been traveling for almost 10 hours. We're going to start pushing exhaustion if we go too much farther. So we go a bit further, see if we can find somewhere a bit safer than here, and then set up camp.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Flux, as you guys travel for another hour and a half, roughly. And you are the only one who notices it as you guys move. You become aware after a while. Can I get rid of that? Ba-bam. You become aware after a while of a faint, somewhat musical sound that is, for the better part of 20 or 30 minutes, following you, like, distant and echoing in the caves behind you. But it always seems to, no matter how far you go, it seems to keep the same distance away from you. And it's just a very faint, basic, it sounds like somebody is repeatedly singing almost like part of a shanty, or like, not like loudly, but like just lightly humming part of a very basic tune, something you'd expect a bard to be calmly playing in the back of a bar.
I'll like kind of stop and turn around. Do all of you hear that? I wasn't sure at first, but it seems to be following us. It sounds like music.
No, I don't hear anything. Miriam?
I haven't heard anything.
If you turn your attention,
Just trying to look
towards-
for it, yeah.
As you hear it, you do hear a very faint, Flux, it seemed like just humming before, but after you point it out, and everybody stops and the sound of footfalls, and you faintly hear, though they don't mean anything to you, you just hear the words of a voice very calmly, just singing, "No, there was not a man, near nor far to be found, who could stomach the places he'd been. For the world was too wide, far too vast, so they hide. Asked the middleman what he'd seen."
Sounds like a song Master Miriam might play.
I'm better at prose, but yeah. I start playing along with the strange distant stranger.
As you do, the humming gets more intense as you start to put more onto it. Eventually, as you guys stop, you see a figure emerging as assuming that you guys have lit up light sources and whatnot. You see a figure walking towards you, continuing to hum the basic tune that they'd been doing. The figure appears to be wearing a very dark red cloak that tightly binds in around their body, but doesn't seem to leave anything visible, except for the bottom of their legs and feet. They have a hood that's pulled up, and underneath it, you briefly mistake it for being there not being anything under the hood, but as the light catches it, you see there's just a vaguely reflective mask that is pitch black with no eye holes that is worn over the face of whoever this is. As they approach, they get about 40 feet away from you, very calmly walking, seemingly unbothered by the fact that there's more people down here until they get within about 20 feet of you, at which point they stop and they stand.
Not a lot of people down here, and even fewer that walk around by themselves.
Indeed.
I'll look around and see if he's got anyone tailing him or trying to circle around us.
I assure you it is just me. I had wondered. I came upon the body of a felled beast some ways back, and so wanted to follow and see what had done that. You don't find adventurers down here very often. Might I inquire, what has brought the lot of you here?
We have a
Business.
couple criminals stealing family heirlooms. We're just returning them to their owners.
Might these criminals that you speak of be the drow that passed through here?
It's very possible, but there's many drow in the Underdark, so I couldn't tell you if those were the ones you saw.
Not many around here.
I give him a half nod, half shrug.
Get out of here, sputtery car. I opened my window because I was dying. I had to. Now there's a sputtery car. Sorry, that's just my Chevy. Anyways.
Oh!
That's an excitable flump you have there.
I suppose I saw you and thought it might be an opportunity. I had wondered what you were trying to find, and if it is those drow that you are looking for, the one in the black armor and the woman that is in the gold armor. I'm afraid they're quite a ways ahead of you. However, I am in need of some assistance. And if you would be so inclined as to help, I might be able to offer you an easier way to move through these caves.
You certainly have my interest, given your solo appearance. I can't say that I'm at least not curious as to how you might get around this place so easily.
I'm very used to this place, and I have been camping out these particular parts of the cave systems for quite some time. You see, something was taken from me, but I do not have the resources to invade the home of those who took it myself. So instead, I have been making myself intimately familiar with the surrounding area. The people who took it from me have something that you may want as well. They have a map, a detailed one, that should show the surrounding area and any shortcuts you might be able to take, ones that could help you to move faster than those that you are attempting to chase.
Are you going to explain to us who the hell you are, or are you just going to talk in riddles?
You can call me the middleman. There's nothing really else about me that matters. I want to make a deal with you. I want you to help take back something that those with the map took from me. A sword. A large red sword. You see, about a day's travel away from here at the rate you're going, there is a Duragar stronghold. A small one to be certain, but one nonetheless. These Duragar serve a somewhat vile creature. I don't know much about its nature, but I don't want to go near it. They know the area well, and I know that they have it mapped. So if you wish to get a lead on those you're chasing, I would suggest go in, find the map that they have, use it for your own benefit, and while you're there, if you'd like to do me a favor, retrieve my sword for me.
And how will we find you once we retrieve it? If we retrieve it?
I'll find you. Once you have left that place, I will happily meet you.
What do you guys think?
What's
That's
the
a bit of a-
catch?
There is none.
Mm-hmm.
I could be of help. I don't know what you're trying to do, but if you need to catch them, and you need somebody to go ahead of you and perhaps slow them down, I might be of assistance there as well. I have some tricks.
Okay.
Una, what do you think?
Those who stalk the Underdark are very rarely trustworthy. However, the other drow did mention that there is a Duragar stronghold. Not terribly far from here. About a day's travel. It would take us slightly out of our way, though.
A
So
detour.
if we don't get that map, then it'll be,
All for naught.
However, in cases like this, those who live in these particular areas, they do normally have ways of codifying the various paths. If we got a hold of that, it may help us to overtake them.
Seems that with the information we have at hand, it seems like it may be worth the risk.
Avi, you have the biggest stake here. What do you think?
I hate it, but if that map can get us to the others faster, might be the way to go.
Sounds like we're playing with some dwarves then.
I suppose. Not like I can go back anyway, so grab the gem and I get out of here, I guess.
Excellent.
And how confident are you that you can waylay those we are pursuing?
Well, that depends. Exactly what is it that they are trying to do? Rayvon explains the use of the far thread and such. If I were to be directed towards wherever this gateway is, I could attempt to, if they were to reach it ahead of you, I could interfere with the magical operations of it. I know my way around arcane constructs relatively well. At least well enough to know where to crack them. So, I could buy you some time. I am a bit desperate, I'm afraid, so I will be honest, I am playing it by ear somewhat. I will offer you whatever help I can.
It does sound like a good deal.
Giving up time to receive time.
It is a gamble, but it sounds like one that may be ever so slightly in our favor.
Sounds like a deal. That's what it sounds like.
Excellent. In that case, I will provide you with directions on how to reach them. Like I said, I'd like you to go inside and retrieve for me a red greatsword. I believe one of them would likely be using it. I can't imagine them sealing it away. While you're there, they should have some kind of map room or something. I'll leave it to you to find it. If you don't manage to, I'll find it myself for you. Watch out for their leader. It's some hideous monstrosity I only caught a glimpse of. A woman. A fae, I believe, fused to the back of a giant insect.
Ooh.
She controls these Duragar as much as she feeds upon them. He relays directions that would effectively allow Revon to guide you guys there. To which Revon also assures you guys that because of the other drow informants, she generally knows where to go for this anyways. It is always a pleasure doing business with adventurers. I don't see many here. Surely, this will be a story to tell in the future.
I suppose so.
Guess we'll see.
Is the sword an heirloom or something?
Something like
sorry.
that.
You
If
just
it's all
don't
the
seem like
same
the
to
type.
you, I don't think it's necessary to talk about the nature of the weapon. It was mine, and I want it back.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Excuse my curiosity.
In that case, I bid you adieu, and I shall see you when you most need me, or once you have completed your task for me. Goodbye! He starts humming again as he disappears. So as you guys
we
proceed
keep
forward,
walking.
you
Yeah.
eventually come to an alcove that Revon deems to be safe to rest in. You guys gonna take an 8-hour rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take 11 minutes beforehand to cast the tiny hut.
Yay.
For brevity, I will let you know that nothing would really come of this. Nothing would happen while you guys were taking it.
Let me switch my spells.
So go
I can
ahead
do-
and, as you guys do, I'm going to apply some experience. You're not going to level. If any of you hits a level right now, it's not going to apply just now, but kablam.
Yeah.
Aviana, between sessions, we're going to level you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Miriam needs one experience!
Oh my god!
That is agony!
Fight me!
Hey, no, I have dibs first, Miriam.
Oh my god.
So fucking funny. I'm like, you wanna fucking go? Let's arm wrestle, bitch.
That won't work.
I know. Oh, that's funny.
Real quick, I just need to copy
If I
paste.
recall correctly, Bax got the extra experience when he was about to level.
Yeah, but this is kind of hilarious, so...
That's so mean!
As you guys proceed forward, Revon now guiding you guys toward in the direction of the stronghold, you hear the sound of running water, and a lot of it. You once again pass over another large land bridge that is basically comprised of large pillars of earth that come up and form what appears to be what may have been a somewhat man-made. Some society down here may have actually like carved this out, but a very, very long, massive bridge in a chamber that is effectively nothing but a massive lake rushing underneath. The water is almost deafening as you guys move across it. As you do, though, Flux,
Yes, sir?
you feel this strange twinge that's hard to describe, this feeling, this niggling feeling in the back of your head that is just telling you, like, something is off and something untoward is near you.
Huh. I'll kind of perk up and like start looking around more actively, like what is the source of this feeling? Is there anything around me I can see that might be making me feel all weird?
As you look around, it's hard to see, even with dark vision, and in the darkness you guys can only see so far. As you guys proceed forward, before any of you know it, Revon stops as you guys proceed across this massive a couple hundred feet long bridge, and she just turns toward you guys very calmly.
There is something on the bridge, and I'm not entirely sure what it is.
Oh, so it wasn't just me.
Wonderful.
It appears to be armor.
Like a construct?
She doesn't respond. Looking into the distance in the darkness, you can see this faint red glow as if heat were escaping. As if there was like a fire inside of a furnace escaping through the seams in metal. There's these, the glow of a faceplate of something that looks large from the frame of it. As they say this, you see them beginning to move, and you hear shifting from down the bridge. And you see the little orange glows that are coming out of the armor, whatever you can see. They appear to rise, and whatever it is appears to have been standing, or appears to have been sitting. It stands up and reels back. As it does, you see a flame appear in what you see to be this massive thing's hand, and it lights it up. This flame is a reddish white color that causes the area around this titan made of metal to become visible. As it does, this thing stands. As it does, you all just hear in your minds, 1,000 laws broken, 1,000,000 souls consumed, empires reduced to rubble, gods bent to their knees. And yet my dreams are filled with nightmares of you, and your pitiful lot. The doll who swallowed silver fire. Tell me, why do you haunt Legion so? And it raises its hand towards the ceiling, fires the blast of flame up towards it as it strikes the ceiling.
Oh, no.
You see the entire chamber lights up. As what you see standing before you, standing up 30 feet, a massive construct of a knight wearing black armor.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
A tattered cape fluttering about it, with the ends seem to be caught in perpetual flame. Heat escaping from the inside as if the internal mechanisms of this armor were a furnace. Warforged! Why do you haunt my dreams, pitiful, tiny mechanical man?
I am sorry, I do not understand the question, sir. I have done nothing to your dreams.
Is that right?
Well,
As you guys prepare, he doesn't, it seems to notice and doesn't seem to stop you. As it does, it reaches a hand out almost in a manner of like to present your group, just raised towards you. Go ahead. If you believe that you can fight me, then make all the preparations that you wish. You pitiful lot. You are incapable of appreciating what is before you. I am Legion of the Black Helm. We are despair. We are 10,000 prayers swiftly swallowed by hatred. It is for fear of us. He slams his greatsword into the ground and the entire bridge shakes. That the earth does quake. Its tremors merely trembles at the whisper of our name. I am the master of broken souls. It starts walking forward. Binder of titans! The black dog of Vienna! And you are my query. As he begins taking steps toward you, as his blade lights up, the edges of it burning as if it had just been pulled out of a forge. That's where we're going to stop for today.
Oh no.
the one day I don't get ready for good and evil. Oh!
Alright. Goodbye, YouTube.
Bye.
Adi toast, you loved and appreciated.
Mwah.